Oh, okay, gotcha. All right, y'all. So let me get this set back up. All right, so I'm gonna do some live calls. I don't know why I haven't done that yet. So, mind you, I'm just gonna kind of find it. I'm not gonna use my CRM to make these calls. I'm just gonna use Regrid. I'm gonna go lot by lot. I'm gonna skip trace. I wish I could share my screen with you all. How I just skip trace myself and just kind of pick the best numbers. So just bear with me. So got the phone. And then look, this is another thing too. When you're wholesaling land and looking to go after properties, make sure you go after like properties that have been owned for a minimum of 7 years, right? So if somebody like if it shows that somebody bought the property in 2020, 2024, um, like they're probably not going to be wanting to sell it. But if somebody like a lot of these, especially when you go to gentrifying areas, a lot of times these properties have been owned since like 90s, 80s. So those are people who you definitely want to reach to see because I mean they probably like when they bought the property back then they probably paid like under 10,000, under 5 grand, right? So my opinion, I would definitely stick to that. Okay, so let's go ahead. Whew, let's get with it. Let's get with it. This is a Mr. Jorge Ortega. So let me go ahead. So what I do is I just go ahead, copy the address down, and then the mailing address they live at, and then I skip trace it in True People Search. So I mean, super hard to be honest. So let's go ahead and get it done. Let's see. And I'm not talking here. I'll put them on speakerphone. And this is what you gotta do. You just gotta lock in. You gotta lock in to make the calls. That's it. Okay, this number's disconnected. Let's try another one. And sometimes I'll call family members too, guys. Like I'll be like, Jose, and I know it's not. I know it's not the number, but okay. So this one has quite a few. Let's see. And the reason why sometimes I'll decide to skip trace myself is because when you buy lists, you don't know how old the numbers are. When I skip trace myself, I can look here. Like I said, I wish I could show my screen. Um, but I see like there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6 numbers that's older than 2020. Like they have one a landline from 2004. I want 2023 to 2024, 2025 really. So let's see. And then you just gotta move on. What's going on, man? I appreciate you jumping into the chat. Um, what are we talking about? I'm just doing live cold calls. Like that's really it. I'm just doing live cold calls. I went on live earlier. Somebody did last week asked if I could do some live cold calls. I'm just showing y'all like the day to day stuff, trying to keep you all motivated. Days you're going to have good days on the phone. Some you're probably not, but I plan to be on here. I mean, it's 10:49. I probably stay on here for about 30 minutes doing some cold calls. So that's kind of what I'm trying to do. So she bought this in 2015. Demita. I really want to get somebody on the phone with y'all to kind of show like my approach. Like this is what I say every time. And you can't waste too much time, like because it's a numbers game. You have to be calling, right? So you don't want to waste time, right? If they say no, like just simply ask, okay, if I'm like number, maybe follow up with you in a few months to see if anything changes. Okay, on to the next. And if you know you're gonna follow up with her in a few months, you could kind of put her maybe on some type of texting deal for a workflow. So let's see. Let me know if you can hear it or not. They have a few numbers here, so let me call. They have a. What are we talking about? Keep it up, man. Appreciate it, man. Thanks for the support. What's your advice for dealing with rejection? The faster you deal with it, man, like you just gotta get over it. You're going to get rejected in life, and that's just not what wholesale. Now you can overcome like objections, like, but in terms of rejection, you gotta think about it like this: the worst the person's going to say is no. Sometimes they're going to say, "Take me off your list." Sometimes they're going to say, "Don't call my phone again." Okay, cool. And you know what I'm doing? I'm going to like if they don't tell me to take them off the list, I'm going to call that person back in 3 months. Like, I mean, it is what it is. You're trying to make money. You like in this part in sales, when you're cold calling this shit, when you're doing sales, like that's part of the business. If you don't get rejected when you're calling, you're not making enough phone calls. Okay, so let me call this last number. And y'all don't have to do it manually like I'm doing it. That's why I say you can just buy a list and put a headset on and use your dialer. I'm just kind of this because sometimes I like to manually get numbers and stuff like that. Good morning, Demita. Yeah, I was looking to speak with a Demita Landry. Is she available? Hey, yeah, I was just giving a call in regards to a piece of property here in his home on 973 Wall Street. Do you know Demita still owns that property? Okay. Can I leave my telephone number with you, and maybe you can have Demita give me a call back? Okay, cool. So I can give a call back later. Would around 5 or 6 work? Well, no, I was seeing if she owned the lot still. I was looking at purchasing it. Just wanted to see if she was interested in potentially selling it. So I mean, based off kind of what I've seen, I'll be at 117,000 cash. 117,000 cash. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I can just give a call back later whenever she gets home. Yeah, I appreciate your time. Thank you so much. Have a blessed day. hmm so like that's kind of I really don't give prices out. I wouldn't coach y'all to do that. I know this area, so like I know what I could pay for what size. Like I know what the lots need to be at. Um, that's right there is a lead. Like I'm about to put this address in, and I'm calling them back. I'll be calling her back for sure, like between 5 and 6. But yeah, I mean that's literally just heard the call. Like they don't always that. Um, but that's just what you have to do. You have to do that. I'm trying to look. It says, "What's your always tell life? I feel very charismatic. What trails you think?" Um, being charismatic does matter. I would say understanding like your tone when you're talking to people, being asking more questions and keeping the person on the other line talking. Right? You don't want to be doing a lot of the talking. If anything, you're coming in asking questions, being able to say, repeat what they're saying, like, oh, okay, so you said you want to go here. It proves that you're listening. And then I would say following up is going to make you a great salesman. And the more people that you talk to, because like that's what sales like. You notice a lot of these popular salespeople, their public speaking is like up to par. Like you have your Andy Elliott's, your Grant Cardones, your Ty Lopez's, Russell Brunson, all those, right? Like you notice that successful people, their public speaking ability is great. If you know when you'll know if you're a good salesman when you can get on stage in front of people and speak and keep eyes glued on you and command attention, right? But for something like this, you just got to be good on the phones. You got to, because you have to understand, once you get the lot under contract at the good price, you've already made the money. In real estate, you make your money when you buy, right? So, I mean, to answer your question, I would say just you being charismatic, yes. Your ability to follow up and your ability to listen, right? Take good notes and overcome objections. Like that's the big thing. Is like, okay, when you think about the objection, you gotta kind of able to get through, nail through. So yeah, but so what I'm gonna do right now, guys, I'm just gonna go ahead, highlight this address. And this is the address for the property I just got off the phone with the gentleman on. And like I said, I usually use room, but right now, like I said, just for the sake of the live, because I like to use the with the headset, and I know y'all won't be able to hear that. So, and I'm trying to kind of put the content out there that y'all are requesting, as opposed to just regurgitating the same shit. So I think what I'm gonna start doing is probably every day doing a cold call live. Maybe somebody wanted to jump in with me, and we can do cold calls together. Yeah, no problem, man. No problem. It's a community. We're all here to help. I appreciate you being on the live, but that's the real there. So for sure. So I need to make sure I need to follow up with them toward the day. Um, Let me go back through some follow ups. Let's see. Let's try 77051. Let's try mine. I want to be on one of these lives to show y'all. Sometimes I'm gonna get cussed out. Good morning, Mr. Blanks. Hey, this is Savior Miller Land Holdings. I was giving you a call in regards to this property here on Maggie Street on this lot. Hey, I'm just seeing if you were open to entertaining a cash offer for this lot. Oh, wait, okay, I'm sorry. I didn't take a look at that. Okay, thank you. Okay. So I really kind of interested. I want to see how much he's selling it for. So at that point, in that case, you just heard him, right? The property was listed on the MLS. So, and y'all, sometimes you're like, no, you're like, damn, you're probably not going to have best days every day. It's just about being consistent. I want to see what the property's listed for. And he's fucking crazy. This guy is crazy. Okay. And how long has this been active? And it looks like he's a realtor, so he probably wasn't going to go for like a wholesale price. All right, so let's go ahead and go to somebody else. I'll just go down my follow-up list. Can y'all hear when they're talking? I'm not sure if it's my phone low or what. Okay, on to the next. On to the next. 4 to 5 rings. Then hang up and go to the next. Good morning, Veronica. Hey, this is Savion with Miller Land Holdings. Giving you a call in regards to this property here on 4003 New Orleans Street. Do you still own that property? Okay, you sold the property? Oh, okay. Do you own any other property in the area you thinking about selling? Thank you. You have a blessed day. Mm-hmm. Sold it. See that? If I would have followed up earlier, I probably could have got that. Damn. It's called opportunity you miss out on. And this, I'll tell you if he doesn't answer. I got something I want to tell you. Two more rings. Okay. Even so, a lot of people don't know this. Just because you have a property under contract, like and you're trying to get the deal done off market, doesn't mean you can't like list the property. Innovation is so. If you want more eyes on your deals, I'm thinking kind of leaning toward doing this because you'll be able to look at retail buyers when you do innovation as opposed to you just send it into your list of buyers, right? And not saying you shouldn't do it that way. You can. Just another way, like maybe if you didn't get any traction, maybe the first 3 days from your builders or online, that's when you can kind of go and list it on the MLS. Um, just make sure you partner with a realtor and basically let the realtor know, hey, look, we can split the assignment fee, or I'll give you 30% of the assignment fee. So that way, like the seller's not paying the listing agent a fee, right? Let's say if a buyer brings, somebody in, it would have to be out of the assignment fee, right? So that's something that you can think about too. And me personally, I haven't done a novation, but I have some friends who they build and flip and stuff like that, and they've done some novation deals. So I think novation is a real way to kind of get eyes on some of your deals. Damn, I've been on here 20 minutes. Doesn't even seem like that. Let's see. Okay, I have two numbers down for her. So 0272. Okay, let's go to somebody else. That's it. Let's go to somebody else. Come on, Gloria. Come on. All right, so just to take a quick, like just a quick break. This is the business. Like this is literally it. So that's why it's important. Like I said, this is the outbound stuff. You're calling leads from lists that you built yourself. But then you have your other stuff, right? You have your ads going. You have your bandit signs. That shit still works. Mailing. That stuff, all that stuff still works, right? So it might not work the first go around when you send your letters out, but if you're consistent and you keep sending them out, I'm telling you, you're going to get some traction, especially for your Google ads, Facebook ads, bandit signs. A lot of people call from bandit signs. So it's just a matter of you realizing everything, every single strategy. In the beginning, you might not have a lot of money at your disposal to go out and put that, but that's what when you close your deal, that's putting money back into the business. Obviously, pay yourself, but then puts half of that money back into your business, so that way you can close more deals faster. If you get if you get your first check or your first closing and you just go blow it and you back to square one, it's at that point like you're going to be paycheck to paycheck type shit. You don't want to do that. You don't want to make this a bill for you. You're trying to use this as an income. You don't want to make this another bill. You don't want to start paying for shit out the gate, all these subscriptions to this stuff, and you're not committed and you're adamant about trying to get something closed. Otherwise, you're just like you're throwing money down. Also, just rip the money up and throw it out. Like you know what I'm saying? Like that's what I really mean by you have to commit to doing this shit. Is it sexy? It's not. It's really not. But it's a lucrative business. It's I mean that's really all I could say. It's a lucrative business, and like I said, goal is to wholesale land, flip land, save money up, and network with builders and start doing development projects. You don't got to start big. You can do two townhomes. You can do one house and sell it. It's just I would recommend you wholesaling it to get to the point where you're doing your new construction. So hold on, here we go. Good morning, Mr. Castaneda. Hey, this is Savion with Miller Land Holdings. I was giving you a call in regards to this lot here on looks like 0 North Star Street here in Acres. Do you still own that property? Yeah, I was wanting to see if you were maybe open to entertaining a cash offer for that lot. Not for sale. Okay, is it fine if I keep your number? Maybe follow up in a few months, see if anything changes. Okay. Well, I appreciate your time. You have a blessed day. Bye bye. You see, rejection, not for sale. And he doesn't sound like he's going to sell it, but I'm gonna still keep information. That kind of person is January. I'll follow up with him in probably like March. Um, um, okay, so let me see. Bessie. are they saying? Okay. I'm sorry, I'm trying to read it. I see why they say put your phone up. It makes way more sense to do that. It says, can I bring them discounted leads posted by agents on? So I would say, I mean, you could, but 9 times out of 10, builders have access to the MLS. They have access to the open market. So like, if you're gonna bring them something that's on market, they probably already seen it. You know what I'm saying? So honestly, like, or maybe if it's brand new or something, but uh, usually, because you have to think about it, some realtors don't know shit about how to value dirt and how they need to list it. So like, because realtors want commissions, and I get it, but when you're dealing with land, pretty much anything that's going to be listed on MLS is way overpriced. And honestly, when you have a listing like a land listing and you list it and it's not gone within the first 7 days, when I say gone, I mean like contract pending, under contract, probably listed too high. So that's just my take on that from my experience. But I mean, I wouldn't discourage you from doing anything if you're gonna anything to help you, develop relationships with builders for sure. So let's go ahead and try to get another one. Come on. Oh, Jerry. Oh, let's get it. Yeah, no problem, no problem. But like, don't be discouraged. Like, if you can build a relationship with them, build a relationship with them. I would just say I would put more effort into finding deals that are off market as opposed to maybe looking at the MLS. For a realtor, I would say like going to look at expired listings, uh, withdrawn, terminated. Those are good ways to kind of, call them, follow up with them, and then try to relist the property. But for somebody who's wholesaling land, you just be better off finding vacant land, cold calling the owners. Like, that's going to give you more upside than you going on market. Because some sellers, like, you look at some prices of lots compared to like what's sold, it's crazy. The difference is crazy, and like they're not probably not in a rush, so they can wait. So that's why I'll just go after off market stuff. Let's go. Who we got? Let's go. Let's go. Page. Let's go Page. Let's try Page. Let's try Page. Let's try Page. We got been on here for 30 minutes. Let's get it. Let's get it. Good morning. This is Savion with Miller Land Holdings. I was looking to speak with Miss Paige Lockett in regards to a piece of property on 3570 Manor Street. If you could please give me a call back at your earliest convenience, I'd greatly appreciate it. I look forward to hearing from you. You have a blessed day. Goodbye. And this is all you gotta do, y'all. This is it. Like, this is literally it. Is it sexy? No, it's not. But I mean, when you go from doing to having something under contract and you get your check 5 grand, you get your check free 9, 15, 20, whatever, you're like, well, damn. That's the shit that keeps you motivated. It as when I seen my first $20,000 check, I was like, oh my God. Good morning, Charlotte. Hey, this is Savion. I'm with Miller Land Holdings. I was getting about a piece of property here in Sunnyside on Maggie Street. You're not selling. Okay. Did you have any other property in the area that you maybe were interested in selling this time? Okay. Well, Charlotte, I appreciate your time. You have a blessed day. hmm That's something too. When they say no, they're not trying to sell their property. Don't. And I forgot to ask. I didn't ask this every time on the live. Um, Ask them, do they have any other property? And then you see how you get off the phone. It's a numbers game. So let's call Sylvia. Let's call Sylvia. What do we have? Cool. Yeah, for sure, bro. I appreciate the support. Hello, Sylvia. Oh shit. Okay. Let's go. Let's call Mr. Felder. But y'all hear the conversations. How like it's smooth. Don't overthink it. Okay. Let me see. Ooh, let me follow up with Milton. I talked to this guy. He lives in California. There's a lot out here in Houston. They started dodging me. We had like a 15, 20-minute conversation. Then he started dodging me. I'm like, you live in California, bro. Sell this lot. Like, sell me the lot, Milton. Come on now. Mm, let's see. Let's see. What would be that? And then let me say. So, like, I'm gonna go back to closings or you get your checks. So I was the first five checks that I got, I didn't get wires. I got physical checks, right? And when I got my 20,000, I wish I could. It's, damn, I can just show y'all, but I'm not. It's upstairs. I framed it like, and I usually have it right next to me while I'm calling because I look at it like this is what's possible, like doing this shit. This is what's possible right here. Anytime you like, if you're a person who need motivation, I'm not really a motivator type of dude. I just know that you got to put in some fucking work, and ultimately, like that's just going to make you. You're not going to be motivated to do this shit every day. You just got to do it. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes, like you're sitting down for so long, you're making calls. I need to order a standing desk to be honest with you to put on top of the stand. But like typically I'm going to be doing from 9:45, 10ish to about 2:33ish. I have a 12-year-old. He gets out of school at 4 o'clock. So like do is I'll work out from typically like 3 to 4. He'll catch the bus, come home, and then I'll take him to go to work out pretty much. So that's kind of how my schedule works. And then when we're done, I'm doing like follow up calls. So I don't really try to do brand new calls after 5. Pretty much what I'm trying to do is like follow up on calls that I made earlier that day that they didn't answer. Or if they said call back later, I'm busy or something like that, then I'll use that time. Because I think you have to be off the phones by like 8 or something. But like I said, like I'm not 7 o'clock is like my cutoff. And after 7, I'm kind of just checking the CRM, looking at, follow-ups I have each day and all that. That's pretty much how I'm shaping my business up. Because like I said, I do have a 12-year-old, and so I do like to spend time with him and stuff like that. And you gotta check them grades, right? Gotta do the homework with him. I cook. I'm a huge component. Like when it comes to there's food at home. If you heard like we got food at home, we have food at home. Like I cook. I cook a lot. So, but yeah. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and get up off of here, y'all. I've been here for near 40 minutes, so just kind of want to do a short little live cold call session. I'm gonna start doing these more often. What I'll probably do is start calling from my laptop because I'm not sure if you can hear it or not. If you can hear it loud enough, hear the conversations. But yeah. So if you want to get in my land profit program, just shoot me at Millersay. That's Millersay at outlook.com. I'll send you an invoice. It's $97. Like I'm gonna just keep it at 97 for the rest of this month. If you're looking to jump in and you want to jump in, let's go ahead and get started, right? I mean, what are you waiting on? I'm gonna give you all the tools you need. We're gonna have a one-on-one onboarding through Zoom. You're gonna be getting a link to WhatsApp to join the community. I'm gonna make a private Facebook. We're gonna go on weekly calls. Every single week, we're gonna do a weekly webinar. We can get on there. We can go over role play calls. We can get on there. We can go over live deals that you have. You can network with each other on there. So it's really gonna be some good stuff for real. Because I used to pay for a lot of stuff. Back in I would say between 2015 to 2019, like even in college, I bought Ty Lopez's 7 Steps, right? Well, I didn't buy it. My roommate did, and he gave me the login. I purchased Grant Cardone's shit before. It's some other people as well. Everything that like you as a beginner that I felt like in this stuff, courses and all that they were missing, I have it here. Like this is a program. It's not really like a course. Because like the video modules and all that, they're on my YouTube channel for free. It's just something about being able to talk and ask questions, go over, live mock calls, role playing and stuff like that. I think that's going to give you the confidence necessary. I don't want to just stick you in front of some modules and tell you to look at these videos and refer back to the video, Like I'm live. We can go live together. So I'm trying to make it as interactive as possible so you get the value so you can close faster, right? So with that being said, I'm out, guys. Let's go ahead, close some deals.